Uber has joined Airbnb in appealing to the Securities and Exchange Commission to let them award drivers and hosts with equity before either company goes public. In separate letters to the SEC in recent months, the two companies have asked for a change to current rules which stop them from dishing out coveted shares because their drivers and hosts are not technically employees but entrepreneurs who are merely using their services. They have not yet given further details on how much equity they would like to issue or what kind of vesting schedule the shares will be distributed on, if any. Uber has an estimated 750,000 drivers in the US alone and 3 million globally. It employs around 16,000 people globally. The company submitted its letter last Thursday, days before the Wall Street Journal reported that it recently received proposals from banks which put its estimated value at $120 billion. If the company goes public with either offer, it will only have to sell 20% of its shares to achieve the biggest IPO of all time. The current record is held by Alibaba, which went public in 2014 selling $25 billion worth of shares. Airbnb submitted its letter in September. It is worth $30 billion, according to its most recent round of funding. Recent figures for how many hosts the company works with are unclear, but, according to its website, there are more than 5 million listings active worldwide. These include multiple listings that are held by a single host. As of 2014, the company employed 3,100 people. At the moment, even if they could afford it, drivers and hosts are unable to easily buy shares in either company because neither is publicly traded. Share this article. Share that is likely to change soon, with each company reportedly planning IPOs in 2019. The SEC requests come after years of incriminating claims from Uber drivers who complain they are underpaid for their work, and horror stories from Airbnb hosts who rent their homes only to find them trashed when they return. The company's mesmerizing promise of a $1 million insurance policy against damage has also come under fire in internet forums, where the hosts say it is impossible to claim reimbursement. Their complaints are met with those of disgruntled customers who say they have been subjected to scams, theft and last-minute cancellations. Their requests to the SEC coincide with significant changes in other companies, like Amazon, where the pay structure is entirely different. Last month, Amazon announced it was increasing its minimum wage for all U.S. workers to $15, but it is phasing out its widely praised scheme which awarded staff equity in the unstoppable company over a vesting schedule. Unlike Amazon, Airbnb, and Uber are categorized as gig companies. They do not employ the drivers and hosts who facilitate their service. Instead, they are structured to enable these individual entrepreneurs to make money by providing them access to their service. It means, however, that they cannot distribute equity as a compensation. Both companies also have employees who are offered shares but are bound by restrictions on how and when they can cash them out because the company is private. Uber, which has undergone enormous change in the last 6 months in the wake of a series of scandals caused mostly by former CEO Travis Kalanick, accepted IPO proposals from banks on Tuesday. The proposals put its value at $120 billion, $60 billion more than what it is estimated to be worth at its most recent round of funding. The company has also recently announced plans to penetrate the grocery delivery market. It tested the service with Walmart, but canceled the partnership after customer and driver complaints that it was inefficient to try to transport passengers, take out food on Uber Eats and Uber Rush groceries at the same time. Now, the company will focus on adding grocery delivery into its Uber Eats program. It will pose direct competition to Amazon, which runs Amazon Fresh. While Uber's IPO is all but certain, Airbnb is yet to confirm that it will go public next year. CEO Brian Chesky said earlier this year that the company would be ready by 2019, but that an IPO was not guaranteed.